Oh, there's two people watching now. Does that mean me and you?
What's happening, folks? This is the Scattered Smothered Experiment. I'm your host, Bobby D, and I'm here with my co-host,
Cliff?
So we got some things we want to talk about with you tonight. Before we get to that, I wanted to show you guys the video that B Rich dropped earlier today. Kind of kind of going over the stuff that they've seen in DC and briefly explaining why it is that they do what they do. It's about 4 minutes long. I hope you guys enjoy. You guys, we'll see you on the other side of it. Okay? Okay? All right.
That's going to be an interesting thing. Because I still haven't even seen it.
As I'm looking back through all the footage, because basically the whole fucking trip was a blur. Yeah, that's me right there in the white hoodie. You'll see it's reoccurring me popping up in my camo hoodie and my black mask. And you'll see where some of these, because so many of us were out there, we were able to put footage together. Now, directly across this scene you see is where right there, basically in the spray, that really bright light was Dabu. Okay, you see that he got sprayed right in that scene, and I'll show you from his point of view towards the end of the video. But I really just laminating the danger that we put ourselves into to record this in a truthful manner. No edits, none of that crap. It's all streamed to the best of our ability. You're seeing Eric, you're seeing 2B right here, putting themselves right in the front with flashbangs and super soakers loaded with pepper spray and mace going off everywhere for a story. They're not doing it because, any other reason besides they want truthful information to be put out there. This is footage here from I'm Mike Robertson on his Periscope stream. There was a lot of us out there, myself, Lee Stewie, Eric, 2B right there. You just seen press reset. Somebody was trying to jack a cell phone from him. We were all out there covering this from every angle. You see these guys right here? They're ripping bricks out of the ground so they can throw them at anybody. Those bricks aren't aimed at anybody in specific. Yeah, they might throw them in the direction of cops, but those bricks are being thrown, and any head that gets in the way is okay. That's not okay by me. The point is, and this is the last of the footage. This is from Dabu's stream. This is where he gets hit with the pepper spray, and I'll show you across where you can see me standing from the earlier stream. So we covered all bases. And another person I would like to add that's right in there, standing directly next to me, is Lee Stewie. Putting herself out there for the true story right here in the midst of all this bullshit and all this danger. I thought it just deserved mention. Show a little bit of the clips here. And I'll leave everybody's links in the description box. See right there, you can see the white hoodie, and right next to me, that's Lee Stewie standing with me. So I'll leave links on how you can find everybody in the description box. And yeah, sorry for the shitty editing work. I'm crunched on time. Job's catching up. I got to do the work. A lot of things went wrong on the way back. I got a lot of speeding tickets. Well, I got a speeding ticket. The wife got a speeding ticket. Some other things happened as far as paying for the trains and whatnot, but it's besides the point. I just putting it out there. If you see a little bit of distance between me, the website, and the videos, just on limited hours, it's because I have to grind on the job to recover from the trip. So there you have it, y'all. I'll continue to put together more clips, but check out for the links in the description box if you want to know how to find Eric, 2B Lee Stewie, myself, and I'll even throw Dabu's in there. I'm sure most of you guys follow him already. So peace out, y'all.
So yeah, that was a video from B Rich's channel. You will be able to see the links to that original video in the description box.
That was crazy. Like, I personally know most of these guys. They're awesome guys, and they're out there just doing whatever they have to do to report the truth. And it sucks that they have to get in the line of fire, but I support them 100% because they're doing what they have to do to make sure us, the American citizens, know what's really going on.
Absolutely correct. And speaking of supporting them, if you look over on the left-hand side of the screen now, that's the latest iCitizen News T-shirt.
Epic, epic. Just saying, I'm still waiting on it. Um, I'm sorry, man. It just gets me excited when I see that shirt, when I see the hoodies, when I see all the products that are coming out of that site. It gets me excited about everything that they're doing.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know why. It's probably the logo,
Yeah,
but I
it's
support
fire.
you guys.
It's good stuff. You know, I mean, uh, and they do all the designs on the t-shirts and whatnot at teesprings.com. Um, but a good way to support them is to buy their products. They're, B is the one that creates most of these t-shirts, and he's really got an eye for putting together good designs.
Yeah, he does.
And Kriegsbolt actually just dropped a link to the store in the chat if you guys don't mind checking that out. Appreciate you, Kriegs. Appreciate you tuning in. And I appreciate all you folks that might be in there watching tonight. Thank you very much. You had a topic you wanted to discuss, and I'm kind of interested in it too. Come on.
Oh no, man. Oh no.
Come on, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
I gotta know what is up with the supposed juggalos and their march. They're talking about the fact that they don't want to be considered a gang. They consider themselves a family, and I don't know what to think about the issue. Like, I was into them when I was in high school. I was an outcast in high school, so I felt fit in with them. And now I'm a grown ass adult that has to take care of my own business. I'm personally I'm a really screwed up individual. I know this.
Well, it doesn't sound to
And
me like you're screwed up. It sounds to me like you kind of got your head on your shoulders now. Look, when you're a child, you do childish things. But it's when you're an adult that you begin to put away those childish things.
and these guys just can't seem to let go of those childish things. Let go of what was going on in your past.
Well, I don't know that that's what they're marching about.
I don't either, but it's still the fact that they're marching because it's really all about labeling somebody.
Right, labels that they.
These I used to consider myself a juggalo, and the juggalos consider themselves a family. So why does society consider them a supposed gang when,
Well, I mean that's gang speak.
yeah,
It really is. It's gang speak is why they've got that label. Now, do I believe that they are such? I don't know. Here's the kicker: an average person can't walk into a
they couldn't walk into the juggalo gathering
right.
and be accepted
No,
simply because they're not
they're not wearing the clown get up.
they're not weird looking, I guess you could say.
They're not trying to put centric.
They're not trying to make themselves look different.
Right. Specifically for the point of doing so.
Yeah.
Which I'm
cool with, but at the same time,
why does it have to be a thing?
yeah.
Like,
why can't you just be your own person instead of trying to label yourself as something else?
or are we just trying to get attention?
Exactly. Is that what it is, Juggalos? Are you trying to just get attention?
I think that's what it is because they see. But that's the same reason why
the rest of them are getting attention, like the lady with the vagina suit.
Right.
That's ignorant.
Or the pussy hats.
The pussy hats.
Right.
It's all ignorance in my eye. It's all ignorance in my eye.
Well, I don't know. I'd be willing to hear him out, but
I would too. But
this doesn't seem like a legit reason to be marching, just because you feel like you're being labeled the wrong thing. It's all about terminology.
Exactly.
When the human language is actually it's a living document. Words change the
daily.
the meaning of words change on a regular basis.
Yeah,
So I mean,
exactly. But it's just one of those things that you're gonna have to grow up, grow up, grow up.
now if they're out there marching for something else, cool. But if they go out there in a destructive manner, like what we've seen from these
What
other,
we literally just saw on
right? If they go out there with the intent to destroy, I'm not down with it. Kriegs just dropped the information, the date and time for the march. It's actually
close to my birthday.
wow. Why is it? They're really putting a plan together. That's a long.
That is actually extremely. I respect that.
Well,
I
that's
can honestly say that I respect the fact that they actually have a plan.
well. At the same time, this gives plenty enough time for the infiltrators to go in and destroy
True.
whatever
Whatever.
purity would be in it. This gives it plenty enough time for
But at the same time, it's social media.
social media.
no,
Is that what you're blaming everything on?
no. I'm not blaming everything on social media. I'm saying that social media is how they get their stuff out there. Yes, I see the link now. I literally just found out about this about 20 minutes ago. So I don't know much information about it.
So here's what happens. Like all week long, we discuss things that we want to bring to the table here on the Scattered Smothered Experiment, and we forget all about them. So if you have something on your mind that you want us to discuss, please put that in the chat or the comment box, whatever. If you watch this later on, put it in the comment box. We would appreciate it very, very much. Yeah.
It would be awesome.
So I went to
I'm gonna have to check out that link now.
I went to Toomer's Corner today, man. You're an Auburn
You
fan.
mean yesterday?
Not yesterday. My bad. But
I support their baseball team.
their baseball team is why you're an Auburn fan?
Yeah, honestly, because their baseball team's a shit.
Okay. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
That's really the only thing good about Auburn, other than them being a good school. When it comes to their athletic
I'll tell you
department,
what is nice. They got some pretty
I could have told you that. Pretty women, pretty women,
they got
everywhere,
some beautiful girls.
everywhere.
There. You couldn't look in a direction. And the weather was perfect. It was amazing. I mean, it was like springtime for this small little bit portion of January yesterday in downtown Auburn. I went up there for work. I was hoping to get maybe some footage of the damage that they had there due to the storms, the tornadoes that came through southern part of Alabama, southern part of Georgia, and there wasn't much to see. I did see some damage in the LaGrange area, but by then I was already on the road. It was late in the day, and I didn't have the ability to just stop and take a look at that. Trees down on the side of the interstate, etc. But you'll just have to take my word for it because I didn't get any video footage of it. So
This is what we're. I'll let you read this because I'm not very fast on reading.
Saturday, September 16th, 2017. This is the day we are asking every single juggalo to join us in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., to make a collective statement from the Juggalo family to the world about what we are and what we are not. Recently, psychopathic records, court case in our lawsuit against the FBI and Department of Justice for listing Juggalos as a loosely organized hybrid gang. In their 2011 Gang Task Force report was once again dismissed, meaning we are back to square one from a legal standpoint. We have tried to use the American judicial system to achieve justice, and we failed. So on Saturday, September 16th, 2017, we are taking our fight to the streets, literally. Oh boy.
Well, that's actually
That doesn't sound,
too bad.
their fight to the streets, literally.
Well, as long as they don't get violent with it,
Yeah.
as long as they don't get violent
I
with the
guess-
situation, I support them.
I guess that doesn't,
It's not a huge. There's not a big. There's not too big. I knew that they had been related to as a gang at one time, but honestly, I figured that was a past thing because it ain't. It's not really. It's not a real gang. It's just a group of people that are outcasts that want to fit in somewhere. As far as I'm concerned.
As many of you are no doubt personally aware, the FBI's inclusion of juggalos as a gang has resulted in hundreds, if not thousands, of people subjected to various forms of discrimination, harassment, and profiling simply for identifying as a juggalo. Over the past 5 years, our legal team has heard testimonies and reports from juggalos all over the nation who have lost custody of their children, been fired from jobs, denied access into the armed forces, and the most common consequence, being officially labeled as a gang member by law enforcement agencies for wearing juggalo-related clothing and
Yes,
brandishing one or more juggalo tattoos.
it's true. It is absolutely true. In this day and age, you can be arrested just for supposed gang relation. For supposed gang relation. That's a big issue. So you're saying that if I was to wear a damn Juggalo tattoo or shirt simply because I like the group, ICP, that I'm going to be arrested?
Um,
That's
that's what their claim is here.
well,
Do they have much? How much evidence do they have that discrimination took place here? Because a
Uh,
lot of people could scream discrimination, and in which case it's not always the. I'm not done reading that, sir. Bring it back over here.
I'm sorry, but I do know that when it comes to gang affiliation, you can be prosecuted just because you are affiliated with a gang.
Well,
This is a big issue.
what's the what do you mean
That-
by affiliation? Like if so, where do we draw the line here? At what point does it say?
I don't know all that. I don't know all that information. I haven't been associated with that kind of situation in a very, very long time to the point where I have been incriminated for that. So I wouldn't know any kind of situations like that. But what I do know is that it is possible to be criminalized for being associated with supposed gangs.
A simple traffic stop for a broken taillight can and has resulted in an otherwise law-abiding, hard-working, tax-paying citizen being put on a local or state list of gang members simply for displaying their juggalo pride. Being labeled a gang member can be a permanent stain on an individual's life, since it will come up in a simple background check every single time. Whether that person is applying for a job, trying to adopt a child, join the armed forces, or attempting to acquire housing, their name may pop up as being gang affiliated even if that person has never been charged with any kind of crime. Goes on to say that Saturday, September the 16th, 2017, this is the day we not only march on our nation's capital, but we will
You're
also
absolutely correct.
be throwing a free concert to further display the collective power of the Juggalo family. We will be personally inviting all of the bands and performers who have over the years professed to support Juggalos and asking them to join us in making our stand. One key reason we are planning this march and concert more than a year in advance is so no musician or group can say they didn't know about it and didn't get invited or had a scheduling conflict. With more than a year's notice, these musical acts have plenty of time to save the day and perform in support of the Juggalo family in Washington, D.C. Psychopathic Records will be personally, yes, personally, inviting every single band to attend. So if you get to the concert that night and are wondering why this band or that band isn't performing or on the lineup, you will have to ask them why. At this point, it's time for everyone to put up or shut up. You say you're a recording artist who supports the Juggalo family's fight against discrimination, then be there. Live, in person, in DC, along with thousands of Juggalos standing up for their civil rights and, and the rights of others who have been oppressed or discriminated by reckless law enforcement agencies.
I hate to say it, but this is a time for somebody like Immortal Technique to step up, and
I don't know who Immortal Technique is.
you need to look him up. He's a brilliant artist.
Oh yeah?
He has a really good he
Really?
has a really good message. Even though his lyrics are really fucked up, he has a message to put out there. Very good artist. Very good artist. This man needs to be at this gathering.
Well, now you put up. Now they've made it about whether you're real or not, quote unquote, real or not.
I'm talking about stepping up against the system. I'm personally talking about stepping up against the system. When it comes to them itself, Immortal Technique's been around for a while now.
I don't know anything about it.
He's more underground.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But he's been around for a while. This man is a brilliant artist. I just think that somebody like that needs to step up and truly speak out. If he has something he needs to get off his chest, he needs to get it out there for society itself to truly hear, not keep it underground at this moment.
Okay, I can dig that. But wait, there's more. Saturday, September 16th, 2017. That is the date that the Juggalo family must truly shine and show America and the world that we are not a gang, public menace, cult, or any other untrue labels that they have attempted to slap on us throughout the years. We must collectively show them that we truly are a family that is united by a shared love of music and fellowship. We help and support each other like no other so-called fan base ever has in the history of popular culture. We give each other food or water. If someone is hungry or thirsty, we lend emotional support to each other in times of sorrow or struggle, and we celebrate with each other in times of triumph. We may be the outsiders, the misfits, the weirdos, and the underdogs of the mainstream world, but as a result, we have created our own world, one built on a rock solid foundation of community, creativity, joy, and love. Golly, they got a lot to say.
They got a lot to say. Hey,
Saturdays,
you know what? It is what it is. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
one more time, we're going to say Saturday, September 16th, 2017. That is the date we need you in Washington, D.C. We need you and your voice to make sure that we shout above the chaos of the noisy world and are heard loudly and clearly as we deliver a message right into the nerve center of criminal organization. This is our chance to make a difference, a real difference, to show the world that we will not tolerate. There's a typo in this.
Go with it, man. Go with it. I'm sorry. Obviously, they have something they got to get off their chest. Just
We
go
will
with
not
it.
tolerate any more discrimination against our Juggalo brothers and sisters. If being a Juggalo has made a difference in your life, we beseech you to be part of the important critical day in Juggalo history. Saturday, September 16th, 2017. That is the day we rise up. That is the day we unite to clear our name. That is the day we march. Please be there.
Hell yeah. I will say that, like I said, in my high school days, I consider myself that. They helped me. They made me feel like I was a part of something, even though I was still alone.
Oh, yeah?
They made me feel like I was a part of something, even though I was still alone. So they have a lot to say.
But I don't know, man. I think they exploited the fact that they knew teenagers were really, like, every teenager felt like that. Every teenager felt like that.
Unless you were the popular kid, the pretty girl, the handsome dude.
You don't know what it was. You have no idea what it was like in their shoes either.
I don't. But you never know. You don't know. We don't know. But if they have something they got to stand up for, let them stand up for it. Let them power to the people.
What?
Power to the people.
Well, but
that's where it should be.
Well, yeah, but there again, this is are what are they going to do to keep people in check to make sure it doesn't get crazy and they start burning down limousines and go break the Starbucks window again that I've heard about 150 billion times.
Get over the Starbucks.
Or, throw bricks into crowds and whatnot, like we've seen it earlier on in the stream.
There's so at this right now there are so many different controversial topics. It's pushing me personally to want to. I just recently got myself back on social media just so I could talk to people that I haven't talked to in a while. And all this controversial stuff is making me not even want to. It's making me want to deactivate my stuff simply because of the fact that I've realized I'm better off alone.
No, you're not.
Well, I've made it this far alone.
No, you have not. Man.
Oh, other than my family
and your friends,
very few friends, but yes, my close friends. Support to y'all. Love goes out. No names needed. You know who you are. But it makes me want to not even bother trying to communicate with anyone.
So I have no idea how many people are watching right now. I do see Kriegsvolt and Don Halbert. I did it again. I did the same thing last week, Don, didn't I? I called you Dan last week. I apologize. There's another person.
There's 3 people. Me.
Well, you don't. You
count.
No.
So there's 2 people there.
There's only 2 people in there.
It's okay. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. But there might
goes out to y'all.
There might be more people watching that just aren't speaking their voice on the chat.
Well, there's another one.
There's
4 people now.
Oh yeah. Cool. Right on. Appreciate you guys. Yeah.
That's one topic down. Let's decide on another one. Oh, somebody at work told me today that I needed to quit vaping, and I looked at him and I was like, you know what I love? I love the fact that somebody that's doing something so much worse than I am is telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing.
That around.
I just love it. I love the fact that somebody that thinks that they know what they're talking about without doing any personal research of their own is trying to tell me what I should and shouldn't be doing with my own personal body. I love it. I love it.
Right.
Because
It happens every day, though, man.
It does.
It happens every day. So every person is doing something, has some type of vice, or has a habit, or chooses a diet, or wears a shirt, or puts on a different pair of shoes that somebody has a problem with because of something.
Right. It's just one of those things that just go live your own life.
Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Allow me to be me and all my meanness.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh shit. So, is there something wrong with the audio?
Yeah, is there?
I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Yes, we're moving on. We're gonna continue on. Oh, there isn't a whole lot of science to back up whether you should vape or not. What's scary is the batteries blowing up in the people's face, but that's due to their own stupidity. Maintenance and making sure
Sweet. It is a-okay.
Making sure that your batteries are intact, the wrapper is on them, is the most important thing you can do as a vapor. So if you're a vapor, folks, check your batteries every day. Every day. Check them.
Every day.
Every day.
Wrap it before you stick it.
Right.
Exactly, because literally, you got to make sure that wrap is good to go.
Are you about to go? Are you about to?
No.
Okay. Alright.
No.
Alright. Well, thanks, Creek. Appreciate it. Looks like the audio is fine. Anyway, yeah, go check out. I think. Do you have anything else you want to discuss? I know typically we go a bit longer.
You're lucky.
What's he talking about?
You're lucky, man.
He's 420 right now.
Do it one time for me, please. Just one good time for me.
Cliff cannot participate
I wish.
at the moment.
At the moment, I cannot. I am experiencing for the very first time in my life, even from a little child, sobriety. And it's extremely weird and hard.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to do what I got to do to get
really,
my
it's
head
not
straight.
that bad.
It's not bad, but it's weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to not being pumped full of something or using something that's completely organic. I'm not used to it.
Well, yeah, you were talking to Don. Hey, Don, here's an interesting fact. My name is Don.
His middle name.
Yeah. So my name literally translates to be chief of police.
That's weird.
Because Bobby is another word for police, and Don is another word for king, or head of.
Yeah, my shit's just like talking about river bends and shit. My name.
Oh, that's the Abercrombie.
No, I'm talking about Cliff too. Riverside.
Oh,
Side of a river.
oh, I didn't even think about that.
But yeah, man, like all my stuff's meant. My name's talking about living on a river, man.
Wow,
My entire name.
I'm the chief of the police of the river.
Yeah. Like, it's weird.
There used to be a.
You're the man. Thank you.
I had a roommate whose name translated to be crossing water.
Crossing water. So he was crossing you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We weren't roommates for very long.
Yeah, because he.
Right. So I've been thinking about buying
Right on.
I've been thinking seriously about buying like an old junked out van. What do you think about that?
What do you mean by an old junk van? Like a old
Like
VW?
Like a Scooby.
Like a VW van?
No, I don't want to do mini bus. I want to do mini bus.
Well, that's what a Scooby-Doo van is.
No.
Yes, it is.
There's the word Volkswagen is nowhere on.
Yes, it's not on there, but they took the logo off. I'm just saying, look at the body.
Yeah,
Look at the body.
But Dodge makes one that looks quite like that.
Are you saying that
And
they
Toyota.
drove? Are you saying that Scooby-Doo, the mystery gang, drove in a Dodge?
Yeah, possibly. I think Toyota made one about the same size.
I've never seen these.
They're real.
The only one I've ever seen is the VW.
Because people, it's like an icon that the VW bus was.
It is an icon. It's the only thing worth a shit other than the classic bugs when it comes from them.
Really?
When it comes from them, yes. In my opinion.
You know the Volkswagen was made by Mercedes, Spain, right?
Yes.
It's the German thing. It's
Yeah.
a German thing.
Yeah, but it's the only thing worth a shit when it comes to Volkswagen.
Volkswagens, Germans, Mercedes Benz.
Sweet.
Mom and Dad used to call you Fraulein.
Nah, fuck you, man. What is Lawrence? What does Lawrence translate to?
I think it has something to do with the police. You know, that would be freaking interesting if it really
American Native and German. That's an interesting mix. Irish, Scottish, Latin, and Cherokee. For us.
Yeah. Mostly Scottish.
Mostly Scottish.
But yeah, we're not gonna talk too much about family history.
I believe that. Because it's very.
What is he talking about? Evidently you're getting it way faster.
I am getting it faster than you. I don't. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing because he just said that. That makes sense why they call me that. Because of the fact that they didn't. Because of the fact that the doctors were stupid and called me a girl until the point that I was born.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh no, you're definitely not a girl. You're definitely not a girl."
That was wrong. Fur line.
Oh shit! Fuck!
What? Are you?
I cannot believe I just posted that. Oh well.
It is.
It's out there. It is what it is.
Fraulein. Well,
but that could be the same thing, just in a country ass accent.
It's better than booty boot, which is what they call me.
True. Booty boot. What does that mean?
I fucking don't know. That's weird. That's all it is. It's strange. Why do people do that? Why do people do that? Like,
why do they call people
strange things like that?
Yeah, it's a
very bizarre. Very bizarre. But so Trump. Do we want to talk about that at all?
Trump? What about Trump? Well, which part about Trump?
Well, the executive orders that he's passed this week.
Which one?
I didn't get to
should
see.
We start with?
You seemed to be really excited earlier whenever I first got here. You really wanted me to take a look at the speech.
I wanted you to hear what the man had to say, because me and a few friends have been Billy Bob. Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton.
What is that? Is that a new hit single? What the fuck is that?
No, it's something I heard on SoundCloud.
Okay. Anyway, Moving.
Um,
We're starting to get on a train. Stop looking at the chat.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
You're getting distracted. We love you. They're awesome.
You guys are awesome. You great,
But
great.
you were excited about.
I, I wanted you to listen to what the man had to say. Well, I personally, I don't have any direct bias towards any kind of anything when it comes to the political views. I just personally want to be left alone. I've stated that several times. But I've been getting into I've been involved in a couple of debates about things, and it seems like anytime somebody questions anything that has to do with Trump supporters are jumping into the attack mode, and I think that's just ridiculous. But if somebody has a question that they are simply just asking a question, there's no reason at all to jump into attack mode. If you can't answer the question, then just don't comment on the question. Don't be ignorant like that. That's uncalled for. If you don't have an answer, don't try to jump in the middle of it just because you want to argue. That's what's wrong with society now. Everybody just wants to argue all the damn time instead of communicating. Like some dude, a friend of mine, known him for a very, very long time, was asking why Trump was, I don't know I can't remember the terms for it, but silencing a lot of these scientists that are doing studies. And a guy just jumped into attack mode, and then another guy came in and literally said, fuck the eco religion. And all I could think and reply to that is, well, if you're a Christian, then your God created the ecosystem, created the earth. So why are you saying fuck that? Like, that's stupid. He gave us the heavens and the earths. The heavens and the earth. My bad. Why would you say that?
Heaven's plural, by the way. Just a side note.
The in the Bible, yes, but there's so many different heavens according to this world. The heaven, I'm gonna have to put it like that. To this world, the heavens.
But anyway,
why are you gonna sit there and say fuck the ecosystem when your God gave you the ecosystem?
let me remind you, and thank goodness we're not having to deal with that a whole lot tonight.
Yeah.
But I just want to also point out, and I don't know, you don't have a whole lot of experience with social media, but there are people out there, and a troll is a term that they use to relate to this kind of. But these people are sick, and not sick, but ultimately in some people there's just this en route set desire to mess with somebody else.
Yeah, and that's why I stepped in and made the statement, why are you saying fuck the ecosystem when your God is the one that created the heavens and the earth? It's not just up to Donald Trump to fix this world.
It's not the Lord and Savior.
Exactly, he's not. It's up to every single person in this world to help make this earth better. It's up to every single person in this world
Right.
to make life better, to push life to the fullest.
Every two, every 2.5 years we get kung ho, and I say every 2.5 years because that's about the same time that we start seeing all the debates and primaries and shit like that pop up. That we see uh, people begin to project this Lord and Savior type uh, approach to this president, the office of presidency.
Yeah,
That's and it's not good. You know,
you're right.
it's unhealthy.
It is unhealthy. And you know what's bad is the definition of troll describes that person to a T. He's an ugly ass person.
The first words in the troll definition is a mythical.
A mythical cave dwelling.
What do Red and Link calls all of their viewers?
I can't remember.
Mythical beast.
Yeah, he calls them all trolls.
I
They
never thought about that. That's interesting. Appreciate that, Kriegswolk. That was a little insight. You didn't even have any. You didn't even have planned for that. That was good.
I absolutely agree. Trump isn't Jesus. I'm just saying that's how a lot of people are trying to portray him.
Or like 7 levels of heaven. I don't know. The reason I was even bringing that up is when I was younger, I had this theory. I didn't realize I hadn't no really influence from outside of my little circle of friends. I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. I spent the majority of my time hanging out with my homies.
Yeah,
But I had developed a theory at the time about the center of existence being heaven, the center of gravity, the exact center of gravity in the expanses of time and space being heaven. Because nothing can escape that. Nothing can escape that. And not energy, not no type of matter can escape that. And so I kind of feel like it might be a physical location. But
Right.
what if there is more than one physical location, and that those are connected to parallel universes? And I don't want to step into the realm of let's talk about the Mandela effect or anything like that.
of course.
I don't know enough about it. To be quite honest, I think maybe that might be like mass hallucinations. But yeah.
All I'm saying is that there's no need for people to just there's no need to cause trouble just because you can. It's idiotic. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Dude,
it's like
there's just some people out there that have a need
to destroy
or
and
to mess with someone, not to destroy anything.
just
To see if they can get under your skin.
I personally, it did get under my skin. It made me want to find the dude and beat the living shit out of him because he was just so ignorant.
Right.
But I'm better than that. I'm better than him. Simple as that. I am better than him because of the fact that he's doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel that way. I'm calling him out on being that way, but somebody else could turn around and say that I'm
Here's a
being
good point.
I'm being ignorant because of the fact that I'm calling him out on that.
Right. You're the troll here.
Yeah.
You're the one with the weird hat on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't really matter. And
Nothing really matters to me. You got that so wrong.
I know.
They took us on the green screen.
What?
I think your graphics card's about to go out, sir.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. This is an old computer.
It is an old computer, but
I've
it's
had it
getting
for a
good.
while. I've had it for a very good while.
But so you want to shut her down?
Wait, he's saying, is the devil trying to change time and history to avoid judgment? That's an interesting theory. That's actually an interesting theory. How so?
So do you think that he's changing history, or if he's just trying to erase it from people's minds?
I think they're talking about a game. I think they're talking about World of Warcraft.
And if so, Don, do you think there is something to be said for those who
read the bottom one, dude. I think they're talking about playing World of Warcraft.
oh I don't care anything about that game. I don't care much about video games, period.
I don't either. So, but if you're into it, you're into it.
Right.
But I'm glad Craig called that out because we were really about to get into a real serious conversation.
I'm still wanting to know, like, if in fact Mandela is the devil trying to change time and history to avoid judgment, then you're.
What do you think, Craig's?
I think maybe if that is true, then what can be said for those who remember things of a different past, and those of us who see it a different way, in another way? What? I don't know. What?
Well, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to whatever.
Are they the ones that are fooled, or are we the ones that are fooled, or vice versa?
Yeah.
When I say we, what side am I talking about?
Well, if we really want to get into
The ones that think that
About
it's
the-
Berenstein, or the ones that think it's Berenstein?
what's your theory about the Mandela effect?
I don't have a theory about the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect in itself is a theory, but he was just putting like an addendum to it.
Well, if you're not playing games, what makes you feel that way about Mandela?
He said, "No, I'm not playing games."
All right. Let's hear what you have to say. I'm here to listen.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's do it very shortly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I actually need to go to TL. I didn't realize how low this I was.
tonight
Yeah.
it's about to close. It closes in 5 minutes.
I thought they closed at 9.
They close at 8.
Ah, fuck. I'm screwed. Never mind.
You're welcome to some Donald Trump.
I'll take on some of that. I'll take on some Mr. D's. Let's hear what you have to say, man.
He's 50 and he remembers the Berenstein.
What's the Berenstein?
Well,
I've never heard of it.
The Berenstein Bears,
Oh, the Berenstein Bears.
or the Berenstein Bears. Here's the thing. What we were talking about, the Mandela effect, right? Some people remember it being Berenstein, and some people remember it being Berenstein. Some people remember it being a Kit Kat bar, and some people, everybody remembers it being a Kit Kat bar, but some people don't recall there being a dash between the Kit Kat, the kit and the cat.
You're right. I remember that. I remember that.
Hawaiian girl Beth, who has been this, I hope she's doing fine. I haven't spoken to her in a while. She had a liver transplant.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I'll have to reach out to her. Actually, I'd like to have her on the show. That would be cool. But I think she would enjoy that. She called. A lot of people remember Depend, the adult diapers Depend to be Depends. There's a whole spinoff of the Brady Bunch show that nobody remembered being in existence, and then all of a sudden it starts showing up on YouTube. Nobody had ever seen it before, and now it's there.
Huh.
There's I don't know. The list goes on.
It's odd.
Lloyd Kriegsvolt says gravitational ward neutralized by an energetic, unrelenting force coming from a galactic equatorial plane.
Or article affirmation.
Listen, Kriegs, I love you, bud. Or artificial affirmative memory. I
To
think
be honest, I don't even know what that means.
I think artificial affirmative memory probably is pretty good.
I don't even know what that means. So inform me.
Well, what he's talking about is, I think that second one, artificial affirmative. I don't know what the first one is. He's going to have to translate that for me. But I think the artificial affirmative memory means that, somebody you heard it spoken a certain way by maybe somebody who wasn't sure. That's not even so. Like, I don't know. I have no idea how to I don't want to.
Craig, could you dumb these theories down into layman's terms for me, please?
I'm really gonna have to do so, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this topic. It's interesting, but it's annoying at the same time, because there's really not a whole lot we can do. It doesn't. I don't see there being an end game to the conversation.
There's no end game to any conversation in reality. To me.
No, there are things that matter that you can talk about, and this might be one of those things. However,
deja vu. Okay, that makes sense.
Kind of like deja vu. All right. Okay, so I was just telling you this the other day. I had we were driving down the road, and I told Cliff, I've seen this before. And I remember, and this happens to me quite often, where I will be experiencing something that I had dreamed before, like a premonition type thing. It freaks me out every time it happens. And as soon as I recall that it is in fact happening, I can no longer remember the rest of the dream.
I've been told that we're constantly dreaming things while we're asleep. Me personally, I can't remember them, but I feel like I've had deja vu all the time.
Right. Like you've already experienced it.
Exactly.
You don't think it could be a possibility that you had dreams that premonition dreams? Precognitive ability?
I could. I don't know. But I don't know a lot. That's why I'm very open to learning, because of the fact that like to be. I like to learn. I like to learn. If I don't know about it, I'm I'm comfortable with saying that I don't know, and I'm open to opinions.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, which you guys know what that means. It means it's the end of the show. I appreciate you guys chiming in. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Please share the link. Uh, we've got 11 subscribers, and we appreciate all 11 of you. But we feel like we can do better. Please help us out in doing so. Again, we thank you for your time. This has been the Scattered Smothered Experiment. Please join us again next week. I have no clue what we're going to talk about then either. Maybe we might be a little bit more organized. Probably not, but I'm going to tell you that anyway. So that'll be all.